Hello, it's Spinner94 here, and welcome to another 6v6 battle. This 6v6 battle is against Game, who I think is major pleb for my live stream. This was a pretty good one. I had some good 6v6 battles. I'm slowly getting these loaded as I have time. So this one was quite a good one, quite an interesting team. The turtle tank or whatever, the thing with explosive dungs, is pretty interesting. Garchomp's nice to see back again. Nice mix of all the new mons, so I'm quite looking forward to versing this one. My team is pretty much the team I've been using at the live stream, so let's jump in and see how it all plays out. So we're going to jump straight into this battle here. I am being challenged by Game here, and he is actually going to lead off with the Salamence, and I'm going to lead off with Ducky Deathly, because Ducky Deathly is pretty much my lead for the team. As long as I don't lead with a fighting type, I'm usually pretty much sorted. So here's Salamence here. Obviously, I do have the advantage here, even if my opponent doesn't know it, but through live streams, obviously people's been watching and so they know this Polygon does pack Ice Beam, so he is going to withdraw here. I'm going to go for Ice Beam and just damage whatever comes in. So this Beware comes in here, and this Beware actually gives me quite a bit of hassle this match, so I do a nice little chunk to it. I take it down to nearly half actually. I did about 35% damage there, and in comes Demise here, which is a great predictor maker. I thought, you know what, a fighting move's going to come in here, but now he goes for the Z move, fighting move, so I made a hell of a predict there, switching that out. This Beware is not going to be hurting anybody. Just realised Beware looks slightly like a capsule to me. It looks like one of those capsules from Dr. Mario. So incoming Ice Punch here, that does a freaking ton to me, and I go for a Power Whip here, but I bloody miss that, and it's a bloody shame. Like, that might have killed even if we had Fluffy, God knows. But I'm going to bring in Fabulous here, who is my my low tick here, and I'm going to immediately take an Ice Punch. I eat that up, so it's not very effective. I'm going to get burnt. My Flame Orb kicks in, so I'm nice and bulky now, so I go for the Scald here, and as soon as this thing actually stays in on a Scald, I think this thing's got bloody Thunder Punch. Yep, it's got Thunder Punch. It's like, this thing has all the freaking punches. Normal type, I should have known better at the time. It's like, this thing is pulling all the punches, literally. I'm gonna get wrecked. So I go for a Scald again. I managed to kill off this Beware this time. Good bloody job. This thing's actually got some special attack investment, thank God, because it actually paid off there to kill this thing off quickly. So he is going to send out his Mimikyu here, so I do stay on this thing just in case it wants to set up a Swords Dance, because I don't want to try any of that, but it does go for a Shadow Claw here. I actually live on 8 HP. I go straight for a Scald here to knock this thing's disguise off. At least the thing is, once Mimikyu has its disguise up, if it hasn't set up, it's a lot less threatening of a Pokemon, so Mimikyus need to be used tactically. Luckily for me, I was able to get rid of this thing pretty quickly. So I bring in Mudsdale here, and Mudsdale's got something pretty much just ready for Mimikyus here, so he is going to withdraw that, predicting something here, probably predicting the ground move as he goes into his Salamence here. Intimidate's going to kick in. That's going to really annoy me because that attack increase, so I do go for Heavy Slam here, which would have wrecked that Mimikyu if it hits, and to be fair, even after Intimidate, that does do a nice little chunk to Salamence here, so I am going to withdraw, not quite sure what the Salamence is capable of here, because I'll go into Ducky Deathly here. And I'm going to get the download, I'm going to get the special attack increase, and this thing actually goes for Hydro Pump, which is it's a good job. I switched off. Mudsdale would not have took that Hydro Pump well at all, so Ducky Deathly doesn't take too much damage from that. Mixed Elements is an interesting set, so Mimikyu is going to come out here, as I'm going to go for a Toxic, but unfortunately avoids that here, so I'm not getting lucky with my hits, but now he misses a Play Rough, and I go for a Shadow Ball here, so there's a lot of misses out here, and it's a good job because it's paying off for both of us here. So Shadow Ball does a nice chunk, he goes for Play Rough again. Play Rough does quite a little chunk considering I'm defensive as hell and a Polygon with EV Overlight, so I do go for Shadow Ball here, and Mimikyu is taken care of. So that's the Mimikyu down, that's a big threat out the way. So you just bring into the Garchomp here, so I'm thinking bit of a misplay here. Maybe he thought he could kill with a Brick Break here. That does a ton of damage, but I live on 28 after seeing that Life Orb here. So I go for the Ice Beam, and after seeing the Life Orb set at the +1, I know for a Garchomp is going down, so that thing had just impossible odds to survive there, but that Brick Brave could have killed me. I'm glad I invested all that in the special defense. So Demise comes in here. I do go for a Shadow Ball because I know I'm faster than these. I actually don't kill this one, so this one has some special defense investment. It has a red card though, which is an interesting item on a Demise. Not quite sure what I think of that one, but unfortunately Mudsdale comes out here. He does go for the Anchor Shot here. That is not going to do too much to me considering I'm a Mudsdale. That's just about a quarter. I get my defense increase and I can't escape, so that's a bit of a shame. So I am going for the Heavy Slam here just in case he wants to switch in or anything, but he doesn't, and I actually take out the Demise here, which I'm surprised Mudsdale's actually faster than something. The reason I've got Heavy Slam on this, Mudsdale is actually a ridiculously heavy Pokemon now. Couldn't believe how heavy Mudsdale is. It's one of like the heavier Pokemon, which is surprising. So he goes for the Hydro Pump here. I take that considerably well. I didn't think I would take a Hydro Pump so well. So as I say, I do have a lot of special defense investment in Assault Vest, so that makes Mudsdale's ridiculously bulky here. And I basically poop all over this thing. I'm nicking that straight out of Fordham's video cup. That's what it really does look like. So he goes for Hydro Pump again. That's going to do a huge chunk to me. I'm down to 18 this time. That's a crit as well, and bloody hell, that was a critical hit. I'm living that really well. Go for a Rock Tomb here again. Taking this thing's speed down eventually. Super effective damage is doing its thing. This time he does go for a Dragon Claw here. I'm wondering, can I live that after +2 stamina? No, I cannot. So Mudsdale goes down here, but you know what? Mudsdale took on the Salamence. That's pretty good. So I bring up my Lyrock here, which is the thing's first appearance here. So I'm going to go straight for a Salarock, which is a pretty decent move. I believe it has +2 priority. It was designed to kill a Talonflame, and Talonflame doesn't need any more killing now since it got nerfed. So thank God for that. So game is going to send out his Turtank here. I don't know how you pronounce that, so it's interesting to see this thing. I was wondering what it's capable of, and it does go set up the Shell Trap here, but it doesn't really affect me as I definitely can't take a Stone Edge from a Life Orb Lyrock, so this thing goes down. So yeah, I wasn't too sure what this thing was planning on that one, but interesting to see it on the least. So thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, if remember to like, share, subscribe, all that rubbish, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one for more single battles. Peace out, guys.